baby. There's a baby. Oh my God. There's a baby with it. Oh my Lord. You know, people who know me well will tell you I was never the adventurous type. Most of my life, I was the one who stayed close to home, the one who double-checked the locks, the one who, let's be honest, was a little scared of her own shadow. But something happens when you get older. You stop being afraid of the things that don't matter, and you start being afraid of the something else entirely, of never having really lived. So here I am, 61 years old, camera in hand, bumping down a road in the middle of nowhere, heading somewhere that has been waiting for me for 30 million years. Mount Carleton, the highest peak in the Maritime provinces of Canada, rising 820 meters above the boreal forests of northern New Brunswick. This ancient mountain was shaped by glaciers, carved by wind, and softened by time into something breathtaking. The park that surrounds it, 17,000 acres of wilderness, is one of the darkest night skies in eastern Canada. Moose outnumber people, and the silent is the loudest thing you'll ever hear. I didn't come here to conquer anything. I came here with my camera, hoping the wild will let me in close enough to tell its story, and maybe tell a little bit of mine. Well, I am having my first meal at Mount Carleton. Oh shit, a moose. I'm gonna see if I can, shit. This is why I come. This is exactly why I come. I'm making my first pasta primavera. It's it's the first time I ever eat any of these dry food. I thought I would try it out this time. And I will see if I like it. So now I'm going to there we go. So keep that for 5 minutes. Might as well put the timer on. Oh my God, it's hot. And I'm going to leave it there for another 4 minutes. It may need a little bit more than that, but wow. It is raining. Yeah, it is raining. This is so good. I'm really happy I got them. Take a walk to the beach for the last time today. It is about 8:30, but it's still beautiful. It's been a wonderful day so far. I've seen the loons, I've seen the moose, I've seen a hawk, and many, many birds. So, oh, and a rainbow, a double rainbow. So it's been a beautiful day so far. It's still kind of warm. I just need my sweater. And the black fly seems to have gone away. Maybe that's what happens this time of night. There is a particular kind of quiet you only find in places like this. No traffic, no notification, no noise that wasn't here 30 million years ago. Just water, wind, and the feeling that the world is much bigger and much more beautiful than we remember when we are busy living our lives. I stood here for a long time, taking a few pictures of the beautiful color of the evening sky. Really just taking it all in, just receiving it. Well, day one, and it has been fabulous. I think I'm repeating myself, but only because it has been a wonderful day. I am now preparing the car for the night, and I'm going to be sleeping on this side. And I don't know if you'll be able to see or not, but I have the front all already taken care of. So I have things like shades that I put on the windows. And on the boat driver and passenger side, I have netting over the windows that won't allow bugs or anything to come in. But all the windows on the front are open probably a half an inch. And that's because, believe it or not, there's a lot of humidity when you're sleeping in a car because of your breathing and all that. So because of that, leaving the windows a little bit open, it's going to make sure that that doesn't really happen. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and get the other blinds for the back window. And then I'm going to just probably read a little bit and then probably kill hundreds of mosquitoes and black flies. Yep, there is a lot of those in the car. They they don't bother me as much. I know some people get bitten by them a lot. I don't necessarily get bitten a lot. I think I did get today around the eye, so I'm interested to see what that's going to look like tomorrow. But in, in general, I do not get bitten by black or mosquitoes that much. It's the noise of the mosquitoes that will annoy me, that buzzing noise. So I'm going to try and capture as many of those as I can. And it's still light a little bit, but the sun's gone down. And it's going to be early to bed and early rise, hopefully. I'll catch you all in the morning. Good morning. I made another night in the car. It is really, how did I sleep? Not as good as if I was home, but not that bad. I probably slept better in that the first night than I do when I go in a hotel. At least there isn't the air conditioning going on, humming all night like there is in the hotels. It was so quiet. I didn't hear a thing. And like there's nobody here. So it's as peaceful as it can be. And I'm starting to hear the birds. I'm going to make my first coffee. So I love the Kicking Horse coffee. Always do. But this one is called the Happy Camper. So I thought, this is the one I think I'm going to try for this weekend. For this week, I should say. It's not even a weekend. It's Tuesday morning, for God's sake. That's what happens when you're retired. Every day's a weekend. Oh, this doesn't go there. I have no idea what the temperature is. But I can tell you, I'm not sweating. So it's not the warmest. Sorry, God, this is the best thing I bought. Don't need to worry about having a lighter or anything like that. I wonder if I'm going to be as fortunate today as I was yesterday. I'm hoping to see the moose again. I'm hoping to see the loons closer. So this morning is going to be going to the lake and getting my kayak in the water. I saw a beaver last night, which, as you saw, was pretty cute. But they are very territorial as well, so I don't like that. But I haven't seen one in that part of the lake I'm going to. They're usually more on this end. So I think that's my plan, is to go towards the lake and see, put the kayak in and get some pictures of the loons. This afternoon, my plan is to go and do Mount Carleton. And I don't necessarily like doing that by myself, but I have to see if I can, because I'm going to bed in July and I want to be hiking there as well, and I'll be doing it by myself there. It's just there's so many tourists that you're never alone. Here, there might be 4 people that are going to climb that mountain today. There's something about the lake at this hour. The world hasn't started yet. The water holds everything, the trees, the sky, the morning, like it's trying not to spill a single beautiful thing. I stopped paddling and I just floated. People ask me how I get close enough to photograph wildlife. The answer is simple. You get quiet, you get still, and you wait. You let the wild come to you. I was just sitting there quietly, taking it all in, watching the loons, enjoying every moment. And then I heard it splashing behind me. I thought, beaver? Please, just be a beaver. I turned around slowly. There she was, the moose, and right beside her, her calf, so close to the shoreline, so close to me. This was my third time in this place, with my camera in hand, hoping for a moment just like this one. Nothing had prepared me for this. Some days the wilderness just decides to be generous, and all you can do is say thank you. I had not come all this way just to photograph wildlife. I had come to prove something to myself. Now, I should tell you, I had climbed this mountain once before, 10 years ago, and I was absolutely convinced I was going to die, every single step.
Well, I'm about 0.20 to the top, and it's very difficult. This is what this is what it looks like. I don't know how to turn this thing, but anyhow, it's pretty hard. But I'm gonna make it. Just gonna take a breather and go find Al up.
This time was different. Somewhere between then and now, this 61-year-old body had gotten stronger, more capable, more determined. The woman who was once scared of her own shadow was climbing a mountain alone, and she was absolutely fine. Better than fine. She was flying. Sat down here to rest my legs, but then I looked up and I stopped. There is something about a view like this that empties you out in the best way possible. All the noise, all the lists, all the things you think matters, they just fall away, and you're left with nothing but this. I don't know how long I sat there. Time does something different at this altitude. And then, out of nowhere, Africa came to me. I know I'm sitting in New Brunswick, but something about the light, the color, the way the land just rolls out beneath you, like it has no intention of ever stopping, It took me somewhere else entirely. It took me to Karen Blitzen, to the famous opening line that Meryl Streep breathes into her soul at the beginning of Out of Africa. I had a farm in Africa at the foot of the Nagan Hills. I have always loved that film my whole life. The colors, the vastness, the feeling that nature is the main character and we are simply guests. And sitting on this rock on the highest peak of the Maritimes, I understood something I never expected to find here. That wellness is wellness, that beauty is beauty, and that it doesn't matter if you're in Kenya or New Brunswick. When the land is big enough and old enough and untouched enough, it speaks the same language. And somehow, at 61, I was finally still enough to hear it. It was time to go home. I packed up the last of my things, closed the hatch, and I stood there for a moment, just one more look, at the trees, the light, the silence. At the place that had given me a moose and her calf, loons on a glass calm lake, a fox, a hawk, an eagle, and a mountain I was not sure I could climb. I came to Mount Carleton with a camera and a quiet hope. I leave with something I did not expect to find. Proof that a woman who was once scared of her own shadow is not that woman anymore. She never really was. She just needed the dirt road, a wilderness that had been waiting 300 million years, and the courage to just go.